Hey everybody. So today I want to talk a little bit about the whole Trump-Russia hysteria. It's absolutely driving me insane. So we have everyone and their grandmother right now talking about the Paul Manafort indictment and the arrest of George Papadopoulos, and CNN and the corporate media are going around saying, we got him. We got Trump. Trump's a proven Russian puppet now. You know, they were colluding with Russia. He's gonna get you. Putin's gonna get you. Russia's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. It's a matter of fact. He's gonna get you. Don't you worry about that. Shania Twain. Good song. He's gonna get you good. Okay, but anyways, excuse my horrible singing, but he's gonna get you. Putin's gonna get you. Russia's gonna get you. We're all gonna die. Right, because that's what the corporate media wants you to believe, right? It's absolutely insane. So the first thing is the Paul Manafort situation. So, oh my gosh, so this doesn't even have to do with Trump, first off. And then, I mean, this was many years ago, so Paul Manafort was basically lobbying for the Ukrainian government under Viktor Yanukovych, who was the president of Ukraine until 2014. He was a part of the Party of Regions. So basically, Paul Manafort was paid $18 million by the Ukrainian government to lobby to lobby for them. So he laundered this $18 million in offshore accounts, and he took that money and used it to buy expensive properties in the United States, and then he used those properties as collateral to obtain loans from banks, and that would effectively be his untaxed income from the banks. And then he would sell those properties that he purchased, and he would use that money to pay back the money borrowed from the banks. So basically, this would all be a scheme effectively to get money tax free. So we get this $18 million tax free. It's a very common money laundering scheme, nothing we haven't seen before. But I'm just kind of sitting here like, okay, but what does this have to do with Trump? It has absolutely nothing to do with Trump. It has just 100% to do with Paul Manafort. And actually, this actually has to do a little bit with Hillary Clinton too, obviously. I mean, sorry, not obviously, but weirdly enough. And basically, Paul Manafort in 2012, he funneled $1 million to Tony Podesta, and to the Podesta group, headed by Tony Podesta. And Tony Podesta is the brother of John Podesta, and John Podesta, of course, was Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. So Paul Manafort funneled this $1 million to the Podesta group so that the Podesta group could lobby on behalf of the Ukrainian government. And now Tony Podesta isn't even a registered foreign agent for the government of Ukraine, so that's a problem there. And also, it's kind of weird that Tony Podesta is actually a registered foreign agent for the government of Saudi Arabia. So, yikes. I mean, Saudi Arabia, geez Louise. But, again, this doesn't have much to do at all with Trump or any sort of Trump-Russia collusion or nothing with the Trump campaign. A lot of this has to do with 5 years ago, even a decade ago. So that's point number one. So point number two is the whole arrest of George Papadopoulos. Weird last name, probably Greek or something, I don't know. But basically, he effectively lied about his timeline to the FBI. So what happened was he met with a person with connections to the Russian government. He was a Russian professor. And he told the FBI that he met with this person prior to being a part of the Trump campaign. However, he actually met with him shortly after being part of the Trump campaign. So he lied about that, and that's what he was arrested for. So again, this isn't any sort of like, oh my gosh, like this George Papadopoulos dude, like he hacked the US election out. You know, it's nothing like that. So it's like, why are we getting all excited about this? He just like lied about the timeline. And another thing, he, in an email to a bunch of Trump campaign officials, to a lot of higher ups, he was basically wanting to act as an intermediary between the Trump campaign and the Russian government, and basically it was so that he basically wanted them to discuss like U.S.-Russia relations under a potential Trump presidency. And honestly, isn't that a good thing? It's like, it's better than red baiting, you know? It's like, isn't that what we want? Like a good, you know, U.S.-Russia relationship? But a lot of the higher-ups in the Trump campaign, when hearing about this, they actually reacted very negatively toward it. And they said things like, we should really meet with our NATO allies before doing this. They're approaching it very cautiously. And also, this Papadopoulos guy isn't even pro-Russian. He's actually anti-Russia. And in 2014, he was talking about how, the U.S., we should really be aligning with Greece and Cyprus and Israel. Israel. Because there's the, Russian fleet in the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, and they're so threatening. So he was actually, like, warmongering against Russia. So this isn't any sort of, like, pro-Russia guy, okay? But that's point number 2 there. So none of this has to do with Donald Trump. None of this has to do with, like, TrumpRussia collusion. There's really no there to any of this story. And I'm just so surprised why everyone is taking this like, oh my gosh, this is damning evidence that Trump's a Russian puppet, and it has absolutely nothing to do with any of that. So basically, that's all I had to say today. I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.